Dear children, I welcome you all to teleteaching program of EduSat. Today, we shall discuss the part 4 of very good story A Hero. In the last class, I had a discussion with you about part 1, part 2, part 3, and now let us discuss part 4. So, you see the picture, what you see. Now, a person who is a thief or burglar to whom Swami had beaten had fallen on the ground. Now, all the three, Swami's father, the servant and cook, came to that room. When they heard the sound, falling sound of the furniture, and Swami was also there. Swami was surprised. Why he was surprised? You see, look at the face of Swami, this boy. How surprised! What a surprising thing he saw. Why he was surprised? Why he was amazed? Because he was thinking about devil. He mistook the burglar for a devil, and to save his life, he took the last attempt. What was the last attempt? He attacked the burglar. As he was under the bench, he did not think it safe to stand up. He crawled and went towards the burglar and beat his leg part, that is ankle. So, Swami, after that, Swami could not understand what he should do. Just he beat him. Then the miscreant or the burglar, the thief, gave a painful cry. Then he moved towards the furniture. So, he dashed against the furnitures. So, after that what happened? The furniture fell down. When the furniture fell down, the sound was produced, heavy sound was produced. So, who came there? Hearing that sound, father, his servant and the cook came, and they saw, when they saw the bleeding ankle of the thief, they immediately captured him. So, this is the picture. What happened? Now, after that, the story began, part 4. When the news of such exciting event spread over, everywhere people came to know that Swami had done something heroic. Swami had captured one of the most notorious burglar thief of that town. So, everyone came to see what happened. You see, congratulations came showering on Swami. Congratulations poured down profusely on Swami. All who came and saw the surprising event congratulated Swami for doing such a heroic action. Then his classmates looked at him with respect. Prior to that, the classmates were considering Swami as a ordinary boy. But now, when Swami showed such type of action, they considered him, they highly estimated Swami. That is why his classmates looked at him with respect. Now, Swami was considered to be a very respectable, dignified person, because he had done some heroic action, and his teachers also felt proud for him, because the student of his school, someone will know that student of which school did such type of action, and his teachers patted him back out of affection, out of with thanks. The teachers patted him. That means, the teachers recognized Swami's action, Swami's heroic action. The headmaster came. What he said? The headmaster also declared that Swami was a true scout. In the school there is scout and guide and NCC. So, the scout children do the very daring work. They are trained to do some daring bravery action, like that. The headmaster declared that Swami was really a scout, true scout. Swami had beaten into the place of one of the most notorious housebreakers of the district. He was the most notorious housebreaker or burglar of that district only. He is not a ordinary, he was not an ordinary thief, most notorious. And the police were grateful to him for it, because the police were also in tension. The pressure were different kinds of pressure were on police to capture the thief, but police was unable to trace him out, find him out. But it was a very good opportunity for the police to hold that thief, arrest that thief. That is why the police were very grateful to Swami. It is natural, it is obvious. Now, see what type of situation, a very favorable situation, a very interesting situation smiled at, fortune smiled at Swami. The inspector said, the police inspector said, why don't you join the police? So, the police inspector did not know that Swami was not really a very brave boy. He was a coward, he was fearful, he is having a fearful mind, but the situation proved him to be a brave. That is why police also thanked him and offered him a job. Swami, why don't you join the police when you grow up? So, you are capable of holding, arresting a thief, attacking a thief or facing a thief. So, you should join in our department. The police offered him the post of police inspector. Why don't you join the police? So, it was very interesting. Then what did Swami say? Certainly, certainly, yes, 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 I will, I do. That means, Swami also accepted that with positive hope, though he had quite made up his mind to be an engine driver, a railway guard or a bus conductor. So, Swami's environment also giving him lesson, also teaching him lesson. Why he was in fearful mind always? Because he used to hear stories of devils and ghosts and thought the events, the occurrence to be facts. That is why he was nervous always. He feared the darkness, but the situation showed him another side also. The fear gave him strength and he was able to attack the thief. But when he was living in his village and area, he knew about only few jobs, that is engine driver, conductor, railway guard. That is why he made up his mind to be a engine driver or a railway guard or conductor. So, but what he did? he consented that certainly I will be joining in the police department. That means, here you can see Swami was not so fool, he was also clever boy. Okay. When he returned home from the, then after that what happened? Then Swami came from that point, then he was very tired. So, people went away, police inspector went away, his classmates, his teachers, headmaster all went away. So, Swami came to sleep, because really he was terrified, that is why he came to again sleep beside granny very early. At that moment his father was not there. And what happened? When father returned home, what he saw? Father had been to club. So, he returned home in the evening. Father asked, immediately father asked, where is the boy? Where is Swami? He is asleep already. That means, mother told, he is asleep already. He did not have a wink of sleep the whole of last night, said his mother. That means, mother told, why not? He had not slept throughout the night. He was busy watching the ghost, catching the burglar. Why should we wait? He was very tired, hungry. So, he went to bed early. What is the matter then? So, that means, mother supported Swami's action, or mother was in favorable mood. She supported Swami. Understand? So, where is he sleeping again? Father asked. Okay, okay. Where is Swami now? Where is he sleeping? Mother told, in his usual place. What was his usual place? Beside granny. Mother said casually. He went to bed at 7:30. So, you note this time, because you will get the MCQ. He went to bed at 7:30. Okay. Sleeping beside his granny again. Father again commented. Okay, again all consider him to be brave, but again he is going and sleeping beside granny again. Father said, no wonder he wanted to be asleep before. I should return home. Clever boy. That means, he went early before father's coming. Before father had come back home, Swami went to bed to escape from father, to avoid sleeping alone in the office room again. That is why Swami went early to granny. Okay. Mother lost her temper. Now, mother got angry. You let him sleep where he likes. Mother told, okay, you let him sleep where he liked. You need not risk his life again. Father mumbled. Now, father was little bit down. Father's anger was suppressed. Father high voice turned to be low voice. Then father mumbled. As he went into the change, again he changed the plot area, changed the mode of talking. All right, all right, all right. Pamper and spoil him as much as you like. Satirical. Father told in satirical way. All right, pamper and spoil him as much as you like. Only do not blame me afterwards. That means, father told the mother not to blame him afterwards, because mother is giving him chance, allowing him Swami again to sleep beside granny, so that Swami will not be brave. Again he will be coward. So, spoil him. So, now father transferred his responsibility to mother and mother took the responsibility making or spoiling Swami and making him a coward. Okay, now father and mother had a conversation. Father blamed mother that he would not be responsible for spoiling Swami, mother will be responsible. All right, pamper the and spoil him as much as you like. That means, he blamed the mother and at the same time told that mother should not blame him afterwards. Now see what happened after that. Swami was listening all the things, the conversation between father and mother. Swami following the whole conversation from under the blanket felt tremendously relieved to hear the father giving him up. That means, though father was not interested to see Swami sleeping beside granny, his mother was there and supported Swami and allowed Swami to sleep at granny's side, and father told not to blame him. Mother did not reply. That means, Swami was sure that father would not again compel him to sleep in his office room alone. So, it was a great relief for him. So, he felt tremendously relieved to hear this father giving him up. That means, father left him free. Okay. It was a very good situation for Swami. He did not have to sleep in his office room again. Okay. Now, what you understood, let us see by doing some of the important MCQ question answers. Before that, doing MCQ question answer, you may have or might have faced some of the new words, may have come across some of the new words. When you will go back to text and again read the story tit and bit, you may be able to understand some portion of the story, may not be able to understand the meaning of some new words or difficult words. I have already written some of the words for you, just let us see and you see. Showering on, coming down profusely, notorious, evil, well known for something, who does bad works, evil works, that is he is called notorious person. Then housebreaker, that means who comes to steal the things by breaking the house, breaking the grill, windows, that is called robbers or burglar, thief and burglar, only this is the difference. For the sake of, for the purpose, for this thing, for the purpose, for the sake of. For the sake of Swami, father forced him to sleep in his office room. For the sake of bravery, father forced Swami to sleep in his office room. That is the thing. Wink of sleep, a little sleep, that was he was not in deep sleep, only for a while someone slept, that is wink of sleep. Pamper, molly, coddle, fondle, that means not brave, not courageous, not strong mind, not having strong mind, that is pamper. Tremendously, greatly, substantially, in a big way. Cut off, that means separated, isolated, that is cut off. Now, come to MCQ steps. In your examination, objective part, you are facing objective part. In objective part, in this portion, that is story or non-detailed portion part, you are getting 10 marks. That is 10 questions are coming for you as multiple questions. So, this is also very important part of your English paper. So, now let us discuss some of the important MCQ questions, and you can find lot of MCQ questions if you go again and again back to the text and read tit and bit. Now, you see what did Swami want to be? We have already discussed at the time of explanation stage, that is engine driver, a railway guard, bus conductor, all. That means, engine driver he was interested to be, or a railway guard, or bus conductor. The answer is all. Who said he did not have a wink of sleep the whole of last night? Who said? Grandmother said, or mother said? That is father, grandmother, cook, mother. Swami's mother said this one. Then Swami used his death on the thief like mortal weapons. That is hand, teeth, leg, nails. The right answer is teeth. Number 4. Who said Swami that he was a true scout? Who said? His headmaster, his class teacher, all his teachers, his classmates. His headmaster, right answer. 5. Mother said Swami went to bed at dash. Just we had discussed 6:30 p.m., 7:30 am, 8:30 p.m., 9 p.m. 7:30 p.m. is the right answer. Number 6. Who patted Swami after the burglar had been caught? His class teacher, his teacher, his headmaster, the police inspector, his teacher. Okay? Who said, let him sleep where he likes? Who said? Grandmother, mother, father, cook. That is mother. Mother is the right answer. All right. Pamper and spoil him, said Swami's dash. That is mother, father, grandmother, father. Now, we discussed some of the important MCQ questions, and you will find a lot of MCQ questions. Go back to the text. You go back to the book, go back to the text, read again and again, line by line, and you may underline the important things. Then from that underlined part, you can get the MCQ question answers. Now, let us discuss some important comprehension questions. That comprehension part will also help you to store the story in your mind, but in the portion the comprehension questions are not coming in your examination, but we are discussing the comprehension part to help you to remember the story well, right. Now, what Swami really, was Swami really courageous? What do you think about him? It may be a MCQ question, no problem. No, answer is no, Swami was really not courageous. The situation made him courageous and brave. The situation made him courageous. On the basis of these 2 points, you can also describe the story. Okay. Then describe Swami's response to the movement of the figure in the darkness. How did Swami react? What was his reaction? How did he respond that? You see, at first Swami felt lonely and hopeless. So, he was in the preoccupied with fear. He thought about, he recalled all the fearful stories of ghosts and devils. So, he felt helpless and lonely. Then he saw a figure moving. So, he mistook the figure for a devil. He thought about the end of his life, but he did not give in. His fear gave him a new strength. He just began to attack the thief, either to save himself or to die. So, you see how interesting the story is. Though Swami was not brave, he did not give in. He changed his mind. The situation also helped him to change his mind. The fear gave him new strength, and he finally attempted whether to die or do something. That is why, without losing a minute, without sparing a moment, he beat the uncle of the thief. So, you see how interesting the story is. Now, after that father came, servant came, cook came and captured the thief, but Swami was praised, Swami was awarded. That is all the story. Thank you all.